Hey everybody, this is Matt Bergman, and I want to share with you a tool called a multimedia text set. Now, it's been around for a while, but you may confuse it between a hyperdoc. So, a multimedia text set is basically a way for students to consume information in different forms of media. And that's so important because when we're first understanding a topic, we use the back part of our brain and use our senses to make meaning of the world around us. So that's why video clips, audio clips, text, and different experiences are so important in the crucial, critical stages of learning about a particular topic. Now, how is it different from the idea of a hyperdoc? Well, a hyperdoc does allow you to consume information, very much like a multimedia text set. However, a hyperdoc infuses pedagogy. It's really a digital lesson, and it's establishing critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, all of those different components. So let's show you some examples of a multimedia text set, and then how can you create your own? So here are a couple that I really like. So this is one, and the template was designed in collaboration with Lisa Highfill. And you can see right here, it's a game board. I mean, essentially what it is a game board. There's an essential question, and then there's some ways to go through it through reading, something inspiration, something that you may think about or wonder, something you may watch. Now, another example of this, I love this. This is actually another one that I found online. It goes through read, watch, listen, explore, wonder, review. So I love that example. You can go on and I'll put some links onto this blog post on where to get these templates. But how do you create your own? So if you want to custom and create your own, how do you do it? So that's what I did right here. And I was developing this for a graduate course that I'm developing on how do you plan a universal design for learning lesson. And so I clicked right here, start here, and then I have them reading, wondering some different things, and really it's a point of reflection, and then watching something, reflecting again, reading something. So I'm sort of giving them some different experiences with reading, watching, and you could even include some audio resources here as well. So if you're going to create your own multimedia text set, you'll probably want to go right up here, up to the new button in a Google Doc. You can do this in a Microsoft Word document or any type of word processing document. Now, to make the game board, which I just did, I actually created a table. And what I have found to be really helpful is this 4x3 design. Okay, so I'm going to put a 4x3 design right here. And with this, one of the cool things you can do is you can actually go into the format part right here and go to table and then go to table properties. Now, you can establish a minimum row height, and you might want to play around with this a little bit, but I'm going to just say it's going to be 2 inches and then watch what happens. Isn't that cool? It extends it. 1.5 is really good. That's another great way of doing things. So obviously right up here, you would want maybe to start, or maybe you want to have your essential question, okay, and put it right there. Now, peppered throughout this, you want to find some different resources that are related to your topic. So it would be really important to find some things that students can read, something that they can watch, and don't forget to offer them opportunities to reflect or wonder. Now, I'm going to also put in listen. So I might find an audio file right here, maybe watch, and you could pepper this throughout with whatever resources you want. Now, how I did this in the very middle right here, how do you design a UDL lesson plan? It was actually this. I just highlighted these two cells right here and I right clicked. Then I can use the merge cells. I really like the center part to put my essential question instead, just because it gives a focus to all of my students. Now, some other things that you may want to consider doing to offer some scaffolds and supports are this. So there is the Joy Pixels emoji keyboard, I think is really cool. You could go in here and type in what you want for an icon. Right here, I'm going to do something for read. I'm going to just paste it in there. I could do something for watch. Same thing. I'm just going to do this. and put watch. So there's some different things you can do with that. Now, let's say, for instance, that you want students to watch this video. Okay. Now, you can put a link right here to this video clip. So let's say, for instance, I'm going to go to YouTube. YouTube's a great resource, obviously, for going through and learning something. And let's say that I want to use this particular video right here. All right. What I would recommend doing is when you put this video right here, okay, and you hit apply, I would make sure that you highlight the text. Now, see how it's size 11? I would increase it maybe to 14 or maybe 16, and I would highlight it in yellow or some other color so that it stands out to students. Okay, I think that that's really helpful. Other things that you may want to consider doing is you may want to color code things simply by going up here to the paint can. If they're going to be watching a video, maybe you do it a certain color, that sort of thing. Now, I have spots right here where students are going to be able to wonder something or reflect. And some of the examples that you saw right here, they're going to review. They may explore a certain website. Maybe you have a simulation that you want them to go through. Maybe there's a podcast you want them to listen to. But the whole idea is to explore a topic and get different vantage points from that. As far as the review part or the reflect or wonder part, what I did for my particular lesson is I put right down here just another table with some of the reflection points, because then this would allow us to open up a discussion, allow us to take this a step further. So there's all sorts of examples out there, which I think are great. Some of the examples, I love this example right here. This is one that I found. Lisa Highfill had developed this, and I love it because, as you can see, you're going through and you're exploring things. You're trying out this eclipse simulator, which is kind of neat. And it's just giving them all sorts of different types of experiences so that they can then now talk about it, dive into it deeper. It's a little bit different from the idea of a hyperdoc, which would then have students creating things, collaborating, critical thinking. And an example of a hyperdoc might be this. This is a manifesto one that I found online as well, which I think is really neat, a really great idea. It was originally created by Wendy Conley. And as you can see right here, it has the pedagogical principles that you find in many hyperdocs: engage, explore, explain, apply. There's all sorts of different ideas out there. But that's essentially what a multimedia text set is. That could be a great way for you to have students explore things, especially if you are in a remote learning situation or a hybrid situation. So good luck and happy exploring.